Welcome to Uninfluenced, fuck sticks, peckerwoods, peckerheads, dickweeds. A bunch of them like that shit in the chat. So, got a few things we want to bring up beforehand.
Yeah.
And then me and Mike, my wife had an epiphany, and I want to talk about it on the show.
Okay.
We talked about it Saturday.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking good. She's smart sometimes.
Oh, yeah?
Well, yeah, like when she married me.
Just the sometimes.
And then that thing she talked about,
right.
we're going to bring up.
Yeah.
On the Patreon, I'm having hell making shirts. So the only thing, I'm tired of hearing you fuck sticks talk about shirts.
Oh, my God.
So I'm going to make a pre-order.
Okay.
But it's only going to go on Patreon. We're also up 25 Patreons.
Ooh.
So
Got some good people in there, man.
So if you 25 fuckers want a shirt, or if all you people listening want to be on Patreon,
Join the
get
club.
over there.
Yeah.
We talk about shit. I post all the time, little bullshit behind the scenes type stuff. We'll be doing more of that here real soon. And then there was something else I can't fucking remember.
Show announcements.
I can't fucking remember what the hell the other one I want to talk. Oh, so this dude, I want to get into this one real quick.
Yeah.
Because this guy, where is it? Here it is. On the ghost gun thing. This guy posted, with all due respect, you too, T.O., do not know what you're referring to or talking about.
Oh, I love this.
First off,
All due respect.
with all due respect,
Sure.
your ass can't spell. On the ghost gun things, he goes into people like me like to build unserialized guns in my garage and blah, blah, blah.
You might want to keep that to yourself.
Yeah. So
Just a tip.
Yeah.
not only can you not spell, you just put that where millions and millions of people can see that you're building illegal ass fucking guns that I'm pretty sure have been illegal since they serialized guns.
What's his username? Is like
You
John
want his-
Doe 69. What's
You
going
want
on
his
over there?
fucking,
I mean, no, don't. For the people at home, no, don't say it. But for me, I mean,
he writes a paragraph about
Okay.
basically a bunch of illegal ass fucking things.
is there any valid critique in here?
No, other than his fucking grammar.
I was like, does he say anything of value? I mean, I want to.
Keep in mind, I'm an idiot and can't spell words of shit, and you can ask Mike. I will double negative the fuck out some shit at a lunch.
That's right.
But
Yeah.
usually I know when I'm doing it,
Typically,
or it's just fucking funny. So fuck it, I don't care.
you're doing it for a laugh.
Yeah.
I mean, I see what he's saying. I guess I don't remember saying that should be illegal. I don't think it should be illegal,
No.
just for the record.
Well, what should be illegal?
But
Well,
lowers.
he's saying that it's completely legal to own, blah, blah, blah. Basically, he's just saying many of us super involved in the gun community take part in this kind of firearm building. We would appreciate it if you didn't say that you are okay with them stripping away our firearm building rights.
Whoa.
We never said
Yeah,
that.
hold
Again,
on.
I don't remember saying that, and I'll tell you right now, I'll clear it up for you right fucking now. With all goddamn due respect, I don't give a fuck what you build in your garage.
Yeah.
I don't. Like, build whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. So I don't know where it was misconstrued that you thought that we said that, and if we did, I sure as fuck don't remember saying it. But
I'd love to see that bit. Whatever. I mean, I'm sure he's got something.
We talked about the ghost guns
Yeah.
and the ghost guns, the conspiracy on ghost guns. Now, I've built plenty of ARs, and you buy the lower. What it seemed like, what I got out of it, and this could be, we're both reading it different. He wants to machine his own lowers and have no serial number at all on them. And technically, that part is illegal.
Oh yeah.
I don't give a shit if you do it.
yeah,
but
I mean, yeah, like maybe you considered us saying that it was illegal, that we were saying we're okay with it. I don't know how Matt feels exactly. I think I do, but like I said, I don't care what anybody does in their own fucking house.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't. And I don't think that should be illegal. I don't think a lot of things. I don't think most things that are illegal should be illegal. I think if you're not stealing shit or actively fucking hurting people, it shouldn't be illegal. If you want to completely self-sabotage yourself, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like you want to rip your fucking nipples off and pour bleach in them, I don't care. Like
That would hurt.
whatever you want to do.
I think it should be illegal to not understand 2 versus 2 versus 2.
He's a passionate
12.
fan. All right. Yeah. He was excited. He had to get that out.
Yeah, but that motherfucker put an asterisk when he's typing that shit out and puts the fucking lines under there talking about your grammar sucks. You want to fix this. And he was like, nope, I got it.
Yeah.
Enter.
That was about the last episode, right? Because
Yeah.
we were talking about 3D printing guns
Yeah.
and stuff.
Well,
I'm sure
yeah, you could order. The Democratic Party wants you to believe that you can actively go online, which you can on the dark fucking web.
Yeah, the darkest of dark web.
You can order a 3D printed lower with no serial numbers and all that shit. It's very fucking hard to get. But what they want you to believe is you can walk into the gun store or gun show and pick up, hey, I want a 3D printed lower with no serial numbers on there. I mean, if you got to print one out on one of those fucking label makers and just put it on there, cool, bro, you know, whatever. But I prefer nothing, and they call that a ghost gun.
I mean, to me, the ridiculousness of the whole thing is you know, not seeing the forest for the trees in terms of there's already a bunch of laws that they don't enforce. That's A. And B, murdering people is already fucking illegal.
Yep.
You know, and I think prohibition, along with every other fucking thing that's illegal that's still very accessible in this country, tells you everything you need to know about laws don't really work. I mean, you know, I talked about speeding, you know, with Kyle Schoberg on the last Mic Drop episode, and you know, to me, like that's another example. You know, is that it's fucking there's all kinds of shit that you know that is considered illegal that just frankly fucking shouldn't be. You know, but
on the Kyle show, I'm sitting in there with Zach listening to it, and what I pictured in my head is exactly what most people see as some of the cops these days is, say I'm sitting here beating the shit out of Zach. A cop pulls up and a motherfucking Ferrari or a fucking Mustang hauls ass past. And I'm like, stop hitting him. Cop jumps in the car, goes after the speeder instead of me actively beating the shit out of Zach.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm going to be like, you know what? He's right.
Got to pick your battles for sure.
Yeah, it's
I will say there were a number of comments. Not that this is to me, it is all tied in. We talk about cars and speeding all the time, so I'm going to address it on here and on Mic Drop. But there were a number of comments, you know, by cops of saying like, you know, hey, the speeding and the traffic infractions are what nabs people, you know, doing other, you know, like one guy in particular was like, you know, I pulled a guy over for doing 15 over, and the passenger had a felony warrant for like sexual misconduct with a minor or something. And he's like, if I hadn't pulled that guy over, I wouldn't have caught that guy. And it's like, yeah, I understand that it's netted, but let me play devil's advocate for a second. New York City, back at the height of Giuliani's presence there as a mayor, he authorized stop and frisk, which is a police method of being able to essentially just stop people on the street and frisk them. Yeah, you know, without any probable cause or warrant or any of that kind of thing. And they netted and nabbed a fuck ton of criminals carrying illegal guns and drugs and all sorts of shit. You know, and nailing people for felony warrants. You know, and that's how they justified it. And to me, like that is not fucking right.
No, it's not.
And to me, I would use the hypothetical that I think most people can wrap their mind around. It's the best analogy I can use for this guy had a taillight out and, you know, it ends up, you know, he had fucking cocaine in the trunk or whatever, is that most people know and live in HOA communities, right? You're in one, I'm in one. Imagine a scenario where every time you get an HOA infraction, the police raid your fucking house, right? I have no doubt that if that happened every single time, they would find all kinds of illegal shit that people weren't supposed to have. Yeah. You know, that doesn't make it fucking right. You know, if you go to China, the way that they manage their fucking citizens, yeah, there's way less illegal shit going on there because they're a brutal fucking totalitarian dictatorship, to the point of being, bordering on tyrannical. And is tyrannical in a lot of cases. And so to me, like, using that as the justification is bullshit. So that's number one. The other point that was brought up was that speeding and running red lights kills thousands of people every year. And I'm going to push back on that also, is that, it's not speeding and running red lights that kills people. It's incompetent drivers and people who aren't paying attention. And I'll give you the data to back that up, is that the Autobahn, which we talk about regularly on this show, where people are routinely doing 210 plus miles an hour in the left lane in that motherfucker, has a 1.4 fatality rate per billion kilometers traveled. Okay, here in the United States, the lowest, and this is between rural roads, interstates, and regular city public roads, 4.5 is the lowest stat that we have. That's with fucking all of our bullshit rules that we have that are supposedly keeping the country safe and saving lives, and it's fucking bullshit. And for everybody there that feeds on that hook, line, and sinker, you're being fucking duped. You know, you're being tricked into thinking that you're supposed to live a certain way so that this shit can continue to go on, and you can be fucked with nonstop, and it's bullshit. You know, so to me, that both of those things, you know, are my retorts to these comments in there saying that this is all okay and it's justified, and I am having ignorant comments. There's nothing ignorant about what I'm saying. Just because it differs from some of your points of view doesn't mean that it's fucking ignorant. And if you disagree with me, I encourage you to take the data and the examples that I've given and let's have a debate about it. I'm happy to fucking argue. And if you can come up with convincing fucking empirical data that changes my mind, I'm happy to have my mind changed. It happens on a regular fucking basis. Like, I'm not opposed to being re-educated or have my perspective changed if you can show me how that's valid. But thus far, the points that everybody's brought up isn't changing my fucking mind. And the points that I'm bringing back to you, I would say, you know, what is your response to that? But
we're fixing to have to start doing louder with Crowder style shit.
I could wear gun holsters on YouTube.
Cops suck. Change my mind.
That's
and then
right.
we sit down with.
Yeah.
no, I mean, I respect the fuck out of police.
No,
officers,
it's
you know,
we would have to word it like speeding tickets, shit like that.
Sure.
Well, it's every time I go somewhere, I can drive fast safely, and maybe we should get some kind of sticker law to where on your license plate, if you're a green license plate sticker, this dude's passed the safety courses to drive as fast as he fucking wants.
Yeah, I mean, I've thought about that. I think, but ultimately, like that's a split second decision. Also, people would forge them.
Oh yeah,
you know, there'd be a black market for buying fucking competency stickers for license. I mean, there's always ways around that shit. I mean, to me, ultimately, like, you just got to let people live their fucking life, you know. And the Autobahn again is a very clear cut example. And my theory, you know, I mean, I think it would be tough to prove this, but to me, it makes sense. Is that put yourself in somebody traveling on the Autobahn shoes. Now, one, I know that the process in Germany for getting your driver's license is more in-depth and thorough than it is here.
Yeah.
That's part of it, which I don't disagree with, you know, competency, also having vehicles that can do it. But most importantly in all of this is that if you're traveling on the Autobahn and you know that there is a good chance, a high probability of somebody doing 210 miles an hour in the left lane flying past you, you're probably going to pay closer attention to what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah.
On the same token is that if you know that you can travel that fast and do regularly, you're going to pay more attention to what the fuck you're doing, you know. And it also removes the faux pas or the sexiness of it being illegal of speeding or running from cops or whatever. That let's be honest, half of the people that do that shit is because they're not supposed to, you know. And the reality of it is that if speeding tickets and all that shit actually worked, people wouldn't still speed.
Yeah.
But guess what? They still do. So what does that tell you? Like it's clearly a cat and mouse game that isn't really that effective because people still do it.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'll get off the fucking soapbox, but I wanted to bring that up because it seems to me like there were some clarification points that needed to take place. But
I didn't fully watch that one, mainly because Kyle sucks. No, I'm just kidding. Kyle
It's a good episode, yeah.
Well, Kyle listens to the show now.
Does he?
This show too.
There's some good stuff in that show, man. Kyle Schoberg. It's a good episode.
In a couple of weeks or a month or so, he wants to come on here with his buddy.
Oh, really?
And I was like, fuck yeah.
Does he do cars? Oh, shit.
No, but he said he loves the way we talk.
Oh, okay.
And then he's seen a picture of what we drive, and he's like,
hey,
you motherfuckers are giving me a ride in these.
For all our talk, maybe we should have an officer.
Well, so
on the show.
we're gonna drive fucking 190 with him in the passenger, and then if we get pulled over, be like, dude, he
said we could.
He said we could do it.
Yeah.
He asked us to drive him.
Right.
Fast.
Texas cop's gonna be like, where's he from? California?
Yeah, fuck
Gee,
him.
here's your
Get out of
ticket.
the car.
Yeah,
He's like, driver, you can go. You get out of the car.
Yeah. We're taking you in, you fuck stick.
Gonna have words.
Yeah. So Kyle's gonna be on. That episode was really good. The producer you have that drops them on Friday at 6:00, like nobody's got lives.
Yep.
We should punch him in the throat.
All right, listen, that was upon request.
That was
right.
my fault.
Yeah.
Well, not my fault. I wanted to get it in this month because we had only done one other episode.
Oh yeah, it was the end of the month, wasn't it?
There were some people in the comments that were stoked about that too. Some people were like, thank God, finally on a Friday.
But that's the thing. I mean, like,
You're not going to make everybody
I don't give a
happy.
fuck what time there's going to be people like, dude, this is the best time ever. And other people like, are you fucking retarded?
Yeah.
You know, so
use a good tool for that shit. Like it'll tell you some shit's good, some shit sucks.
you have to beep that out so we don't fucking promote them.
Yeah.
Since they don't pay us to do it.
Yeah, fuckers.
Yeah, all right.
Just put fuckers right
Perfect.
there.
Is a good program.
I was watching the dog deal today.
Oh,
It just went out. That shit was funny.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
People love the short little tips like that. People are like, yeah, bring the day in the life stuff. I'll do my best. I mean, for me, it's, it sounds like I'm just making excuses. Maybe I am. Like it's just, trying to fit that in with all the other stuff that, frankly, is of a higher priority. I just usually end up blowing it off because I'm busy doing other shit. But
what we should do is look at those. I know a little small camera.
Yeah.
That you could throw on. It'll get you 2 to 3 hours a day. Just throw that bitch on, whatever pops up. If it ain't worth fucking keeping, but if it is, it catches it. Fuck it, throw it up.
Yeah.
There
you go.
I also need to adjust the settings on your camera.
On your phone?
That was my phone.
Was it your phone?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say that don't look like the settings I set on the blue.
No, yeah, it was just my phone, and then for me, that's the thing. Like, if I can use my phone and do it, and it's good enough quality, then I'll do it. And again, I know it's just for me, like to me, it's daunting, like to use a GoPro and a fucking SD card and then download it and send it to you. And it's just like
I always feel like a douche.
I mean, I'm just like, dude, I'm
even
not,
in my own yard, I feel
not
like a douche.
Yeah, I'm not going to make the time. Like, I don't mind using my phone, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're doing this and you're recording, people think this motherfucker's just FaceTiming.
Yeah.
So it's easy. But if you
got a fucking selfie stick with a fucking GoPro on it, you're like, this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's this self-important fucking douche?
We're at the fucking clubhouse yesterday, and my wife's she's 2 drinks in. 2 drinks in, Camry. So she's 2 drinks in, and it's a country club. They got good food and shit. But anyways, this chick walks in, and she's just giggling, and she said, "Don't look now, but that chick's a blogger."
Yeah, so the first thing you do is turn around.
Don't make it obvious. So I loudly whispered, basically talking. I was like, her,
Yeah.
And the chick looks over and I was like, that bitch is a blogger?
Yeah.
And then she's showing me her actual pictures because she lives in the area. She's like, this is her on Instagram. I was like, damn, she's hot.
Yeah.
That's not that bitch.
Yeah.
That bitch ate her.
All right.
Yeah, there's a reason she don't go live.
Did you invite her on the show?
No.
She's not really hot, though. That's the thing. Okay.
No.
All right.
I only
Zach
want,
coming from the top rope.
Somebody's got to step up every week. It's all right.
yeah.
Yeah.
You stepped up for the dude with the speaks through a straw.
That's right.
Yeah, that's true. God, we're still going after that.
Still going after
But,
Stephen Hawking.
no.
Damn.
So,
poor guy, man.
The bullshit that Clint talks about it sometimes on the phones listening shit. And I shit you not, I haven't seen Stephen Hawking shit pop up in fucking forever. And now it's fucking all over. But Stephen Hawking, on your question last week, he wanted to prove that time travel was bullshit.
I heard about those.
So he sent out invitations for a time travelers party I can't remember, thousands and thousands of people.
Right.
And I think he did an email blast. He sent it out for the next day to come for the day before. And he said nobody showed up, so time travel's bullshit.
Right. If it was legit, people would have shown up because they would have been able to travel back after the things came out.
So that was a double whammy because we talked about time travel and that straw speaking motherfucker.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean the dude had either he was brilliant and all the technology behind him, which somehow we still don't have in our lives, was out there.
No, he was legitimately fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
No two ways
But the
about
people
it.
dictating his shit too were also, they had to be smart as fuck.
Yeah, he was surrounded by a nucleus of smart people.
Yeah, nucleus.
See what I did there?
Yeah.
How about that for a pun, Zach?
Yeah.
It was clever. I don't think he did biology, but nucleus, it's clever.
So it's all related.
That's right.
What he did, Zach.
There has been some pretty interesting fucking studies on like the relationship between microbiology, biology, and like the entire universe and how it's all kind of the same thing.
For sure.
In terms of the relationships, like electrically.
Right.
It's fucking, it's pretty spooky, honestly. Like it's basically just different magnitudes of size.
Yeah, cosmic bodies bouncing around in space aren't that different from the cells in your body. Like fundamentally, it's kind of the same.
Yeah, it's weird.
So for those of y'all acting, how is Mike in real life? This is Mike in real
So
fucking
yes,
life.
nucleus, Zach. Yeah, I'm a fucking dork.
Didn't you know?
Yeah, I'm a dork. That's. I mean,
No,
I find that shit interesting.
Me too.
I do too. We both do that shit. We'll get in fucking rabbit holes.
For sure.
I'll fucking dive into shit at 9 a.m. And my wife's like, "Are you ready for dinner?"
Right.
Bitch, I ain't even ate breakfast yet.
Before you know it, it's 3 the next morning and you're watching Ancient Aliens and you're all over it.
Yeah, some shit I've been researching lately.
I can't even
always
imagine if we did drugs, like the
Dude,
shit we would
Jesus.
talk about.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
if we did fucking acid and mushrooms and
It'd be fucked.
peyote and shit, like
Patreon.
We'd probably definitely go viral.
You do it for Patreons, right?
Yeah.
we'll get high with you on Patreon. That's the
We're going to break
contest.
all the laws. All
April
we're asking-
April 20th. We'll make it happen
Yeah.
for you. One day only.
Yeah, fuck that.
Oh, God.
That's how Kyle started asking about. He's like, dude, I didn't realize y'all show was like that after. He said, or I'd asked to hang out and be on that one too.
Oh, yeah.
And he said, I'd like to go get a beer with you guys. He said, but I don't think Mike drinks. I said, I don't fucking drink either. He said, you're just naturally that fucked up? Yep.
I drink once in a while, but
Yeah.
very rarely.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was going to buy Mike my wife's idea. Hey, Mike hit 100,000. Let's buy him a celebration bottle of whiskey. I said, yeah, watch this. Mike, what whiskey do you drink? That's what that text
Oh,
that
no
night.
shit.
And he sends it over and I Google, that's how much his celebration whiskey will cost. And she's like, fuck him.
Yeah,
Good shit.
maybe a million.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, so I started knock off and then I put the brand.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, I mean, the poor man Pappy's is Weller's.
Is it?
Yeah, so here's I'm going to dork out on you again as far as bourbon and whiskey goes. Is that at the Buffalo Trace Distillery in Kentucky? There's Buffalo Trace, Eagle Rare, Pappy Van Winkle, Weller, and Blanton's are all distilled, bottled, fucking batched, stored, all at that same location. Pappy Van Winkle's is kind of become notorious for pretty much the most expensive attainable bourbon that's out there, right? They've got a 10, 12, 15, 20, and 23 year bottles or batches rather. And the 23 year, which is actually not the best flavor in my opinion. I like the 20 or even the 15 better, but those bottles, in most cases will sell for, 3,000 to 3,500. You may be able to find them cheaper, but most times, like if you're starting from scratch and just going to pay a premium price, like you're probably going to spend $3,000 on a fucking bottle of it. And anyway, what's interesting is that I was fortunate enough to get a tour of that facility by Julian Van Winkle, who is Pappy's fucking grandson, who runs the business. My dad and I got to get this guided fucking personal tour by Pappy's grandson, which was awesome.
Oh, that's badass.
But there's 500 barrels of it's literally the exact same batch of bourbon, and Julian taste tests all 500 of them. And the 250 that he likes the best are Pappy Van Winkle's, and the 250 that don't make the cut are Weller's. Now that's only for Weller only has 10 and 12, I think. I don't think they even have a 15. 15, 18, 20, 23. If there is an 18, forgive my fucking forgetfulness on the years, but everything 15 and above is only Pappy's. I don't believe Weller's has anything above 10 and 12. But anyway, it's interesting that it's the exact same fucking shit. The other thing too is the difference between Buffalo Trace and Eagle Rare. Similarly, it's the exact same fucking stuff put in the exact same barrels, and Buffalo Trace is actually stored in one building, and Eagle Rare is stored in another building, and that's what and they taste completely fucking different.
Yeah, but storage in wood makes a huge difference, right?
Well, no, I mean, so they're in the same barrels even.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just it's because one building, the thickness of the brick is heavier, like the humidity is different.
Yeah.
The sun, hitting this side of the building, this time of year or what, like over a 10, 12, 15 year period, that, or even a 2 year period makes a big enough difference to make them taste completely different. But Eagle Rare and Buffalo Trace are the exact same thing. Weller's and Pappy's is the exact same thing.
Wow.
See, and that's why I couldn't, when you offered me some, I was scared to like it.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, to me,
I enjoyed this.
It's good. It's special occasion shit. It's not like I I mean, again, I don't drink very often anyway, but like for just a regular sipping bourbon that I actually just enjoy flavor wise, I actually like Blanton's better than Pappy's, and it's expensive for a bourbon. It's like $60-$80 a bottle.
Oh, that's not bad.
You know,
I would have bought you that.
I mean, feel free to.
That's right. That's not what you asked.
Yeah.
But yeah, Blanton's is really fucking good.
Blanton's. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, I'm real weird on, because when you offered, I'd have probably ended up getting drunk that night.
Right.
Yeah.
They've been talking about, this is sipping wine. Yep.
Sure. Yeah.
Get fucked up. How much do I owe you? Oh, that's $2,000. Fuck.
Yeah.
You know, so back on the political shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's enough fun. Let's get serious.
That's
Yeah.
right. By God.
Now this is kind of fun.
It is kind of fun.
This political deal was brought up by my wife. We're sitting there the other day.
Is this the epiphany she had?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
pretty.
same. All right.
It's pretty fucking amazing because it's really fucking accurate.
Okay.
So we're sitting there and I'm eating lunch and I think I just picked up a handgun or some shit. And I've said it before, my dogs are fucking Democrats. Because if I cock a gun or fucking flick a knife open, them motherfuckers are running at me.
Oh, really?
Acting
They don't like that?
Dude, they go ape shit.
Really?
So she's sitting there and she's at the refrigerator. She looks over. She said, you know, if our dogs are Democrats, Mike's dogs are Republican. And I looked and I was like, what do you mean? She said, well, Mike's dogs have to work for everything they have. Our dogs just lay around here. They hate guns. They get fed for doing absolutely fucking nothing. And she said something else.
No obedience or discipline.
Yeah. No obedience, no discipline. And they want half of everything each other dog has.
Of course.
I'm like, yeah, them motherfuckers.
That's such a brilliant fucking analogy. I love it.
Dude, if we ain't making a video for the next fucking presidential debates and shit and fucking campaigns on this,
It's true.
Democratic dogs.
Put a Malinois on, a fucking suit and tie.
Yeah.
Bunch of fucking socialists.
It's 100% accurate though.
Are they sharing each other's food now? Good God.
Oh,
I mean, there's bowls of food just laying around where they're just like, I'll take this, and then you give me that, and I'll take. Yeah, I mean, they
That's
just
right.
fuck
I
each
am
other
the
over.
government around this.
Biting the hand
motherfucker.
that feeds them. Yeah, there they go.
I'm so anti-Democrat that I raised Democrats.
How could you?
Yeah. It's not that I'm anti-Democrat. Some of their shit's okay. It's just the people in power right now are fucking idiots.
They're a bunch, that's for sure.
But to me, what's interesting is it's kind of come, I mean, almost beyond full circle. Is that, I remember back like when I first really started paying attention to politics in the 90s, as I was coming of age, the Democratic platform was much more for the people.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas now it really isn't.
No,
I mean,
not at all.
it's very skewed to be there's a specific agenda and policy set that they subscribe and adhere to, and anything outside of that, like they're the worst of the worst in terms of stifling fucking other people's thoughts, other people's speech, other people's actions. Like, I mean, they're very, very tyrannical that way. I mean, to me, it's like I don't know how people don't see that. Like, I mean, it's their way or fuck you.
Yeah.
And there's no tolerance, like for the party of tolerance, so to speak. Like, they sure are fucking intolerant of anyone other than exactly how they think. Like, it's mind boggling.
Was it Hannity? I can't remember. I was watching one of the Fox deals. I think it was Hannity.
It's probably Tucker.
No, I think it was Hannity. He's the old dude, right? The older looking dude, chubby fucker.
Looks older than Tucker for sure.
Yeah. Well, he's doing a deal with the New York mayor and they're going back and forth.
Oh yeah.
And I'm hearing this dude wants to run for president and his policies. I wanted to go kick his motherfucking ass.
Yeah, he's a fucking douche.
And just his outlook on guns and protection.
Yeah.
You should call the cops. You don't need a gun. And the dude's like, response time's 10 minutes. A lot can happen in fucking 10 minutes.
You should call the cops, but we're also going to defund them and take their guns from them too. Like, yeah, okay.
If you want to run on a platform and anti-gun, anti-police, all this, sweet. While you're running and while you're in office, I don't want to see a motherfucking cop protecting you.
Yeah.
I don't want to see a security guard with a gun around you.
Yeah.
Oh, but hold on. We need protection. From what?
Yeah,
Right.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Why do you need protection?
We're all going to sing Kumbaya.
You want us to use those illegal ass guns?
Yeah.
Yes,
Or-
rules for thee, not for me.
Yeah.
Big time.
It's like one of my lawyer buddies, just us. The word just us means just us with money.
Yeah, no shit.
And
Justice. Got it.
and he's a lawyer. Makes a lot of fucking money. But yeah, I was watching that dude, and then it's 70 cents on the dollar shit.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you.
What is that?
Taxes.
Basically the taxes. So once you hit, I think it was 120,000 per household or some shit, and then if you hit the million, you're basically paying 70 cents per fucking dollar back in all kinds of taxes, state tax, government tax, all this shit. And then so if you're able to save your 30%, right?
Yeah.
But still be a multi-millionaire off your 30%, which shit, what would you have to be making? Basically 100 million, 10 million?
10 million.
Yeah, 10 million to still be worth millions.
Yeah.
You die. 60% of everything in your savings?
Yeah.
That's taxed.
I mean, technically, 4 million would put you at 1.2. Profit
quick math.
off of 70, but still, like, if you're a multi-millionaire, I mean, you're looking at
least
10 million plus
8 to 10 million. Yeah. So, I mean, it's fucking, you fuck around. You can't, if you're going to pass anything to your kids and you got 2-3 million in the bank.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then there's a state tax and
the death tax,
gift tax.
You got to motherfucking die and still pay taxes.
Living in America is expensive.
And then motherfuckers are going to be like, we ain't burying that motherfucker till he pays. I need him to sign this check.
God.
Even Joe Biden came out just the other day and was like, anybody making over $400 or under $400,000 a year isn't going to see any increase in tax. Like, are you out of your fucking mind? Like, that's 1% of the population makes over $400,000 a year.
Yeah.
If that.
Yeah.
And you're telling me you're not going to raise taxes on anybody under that? Like, where the fuck is the $6 trillion that you assholes printed in the last few years coming from then?
Yeah.
Because the top 1%, if you tax them at 100%, isn't even going to scratch the surface on that.
No.
Like, there's only one place that comes from, whether it's directly or in a roundabout way, which is the middle class, because that's the overwhelming majority of the population. From a volume standpoint, that's the only way you get that done. It's the only way you get that done.
Well, people's ignorance on economics to me is surprising.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, cool. I'm going to agree to pay my employees $15 an hour. Cool. Keep in mind, my employees are skilled, so they make more than that. But say the average, I own a McDonald's. I'm going to pay them $15 an hour to take your fucking order. Why are the 99-cent burgers now fucking $3.99?
Yeah.
Well, motherfucker, you wanted me to pay this dude $15 an hour to take your order.
That or now all of a sudden, half your fucking staff is fired.
Yeah. Or you have you go to the grocery store and milk that was $1.99 is now $6.
Yeah, and so is your rent, and so is your car insurance.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, everything goes up.
People don't realize economics work off simple things that they don't see.
Yeah.
They don't see it at the store, and it's things like milk and fuel.
But the problem is you've got people who have never owned and run a business making the rules, and then you've got people who have never owned or run a business in the overwhelming majority voting for those people and their policies.
Yep.
And that's why you have the stupidity that goes on.
Yeah, but all that could be taught in this thing called economics.
Right.
Math.
It's economics.
That.
Didn't you know?
Yeah. It's like when I play the video game, they're like, hey, man, I want a sashell.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? But yeah, simple economics.
Satchel. Got it. Got it.
Yeah.
It's the man purse that you walk around
Hey,
with.
there's people who don't watch this show and only listen to it, and I worry sometimes that they'll be left out in the cold and they miss gags like that.
It's not like I'm fucking handing a satchel
Just looking
to
out
anybody.
looking out for the people at home.
Fuckers.
While we're on the subject of that, Zach, so you got all kinds of 80s going on right now. You got Chuck T's, you got Jurassic Park, and the fucking Back to the Future.
Yeah, of course.
You didn't hear when she said, "Does it smell like coffee?" I was like, yeah, 1980s just walked in.
Did you say that?
Yeah.
That's a good gag.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Speaking of gag,
the
Zach.
80s. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
All right.
And here I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah. You want me to?
See if you can deep
Jesus.
throat that microphone while we're sitting here.
You know, it's funny when you guys talk about taxes and things going up. I think of like shrinkflation. It's like you talk about the grocery store, man. It's shit's everywhere. All kinds of shit. Peanut butter jars are smaller than they used to be, and fucking Cadbury eggs are smaller than they used to be.
People never understand that shit, though.
Yeah.
I mean, economics is very, very fucking simple.
Yeah.
But they complicate it so much so a simple-minded person can't figure it out. You simply take and go look at milk.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the economy works off milk because most things are made back in the day off of milk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think is it eggs or flour? It's one of those two.
For what?
For the economic shit. Basically, you watch these two products in a grocery store.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I mean, milk is the number one kind of gold standard.
It's
but
old from the 80s and 90s in school. When they taught economics really well, that you watch these two, basically like a stock. You watch these two. if this is rising,
yeah, I mean,
the economy.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, the four most common ingredients in most things that are baked: milk, sugar, flour, and eggs.
Yeah.
Those four things, if you track the trends on what they cost, it gives you a very good idea of where inflation lies. But
And here's the simple thing they taught us. If I can charge you $3 now, you're going to pay $3 forever.
Yeah.
So there's no sense in if it's cheaper for me now.
yeah,
Why
you're
am
not
I going to
you're
come
not
off
gonna go
$3?
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's you see micro examples of that at gas stations, right? I mean, yes, it goes up and down, but not per batch.
No.
Right. So if a gas station gets refilled, their 100,000 gallons or whatever the fuck it is at 50 cents, a gallon for them. And now all of a sudden that same batch that they're sitting on for a couple of weeks or, depending on the business of the station, now oil prices fucking skyrocket and their prices go up. Well, now they're charging even more for that same fucking batch of gasoline that they're selling. But if it goes down,
They don't come down.
that batch isn't coming down, so it does suck. But
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the only thing we really see the ups and downs with is fuel.
yeah,
But
because it happens quick.
Right.
and it's like simple economics and learning your economy, shit like that. I had explained to a company we just signed with in California how taxes work.
Yeah. Well, I think where most people go wrong is that they infuse emotion and politics into economics. Now I'm fucking myself
Here we
up.
go. Yeah.
But yeah, into economics is that when you start throwing emotion into anything, that ruins it. It'll fuck it up.
Yeah.
But when you take political sides and use it as a political football, which further enrages emotion, then it's just a recipe for disaster. And that's why so many people are so head buried in their ass about it. But
People ask me why I like numbers, stats, and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's simple. Numbers don't lie. I don't give a fuck you're a Democrat, a Republican. Numbers don't lie.
Yeah.
And if you play with your numbers right, almost in any field,
yeah,
and you watch numbers, trends, statistics.
Yep.
Statistics are numbers. If you watch them, guess what? They're not going to fucking lie to you. And that's the beauty of it. I mean, when we had that bet and you still haven't fucking paid on it.
I still think about that. For anybody out there who thinks Matt might be talking shit, like he's not actually good with numbers, this guy outplayed me. I swear. Like he's on it. He knows what he's talking about.
I mean, for 15 years, that's what my job has been.
Right.
Is people think I'm a plumber. Well, I work off of averages, numbers, statistics.
Mm-hmm.
And if I can't hit those, well, guess what?
You're not in business.
yeah. I mean, to me, any business owner
Yeah,
has
you have
to at least be competent with stats and math. Like you don't necessarily have to be Stephen Hawking.
Yeah.
But
Poor guy.
but you do need to understand it fairly well, or you're not going to be in business.
Yeah.
I mean that's the reality of it. I know a lot of people that whatever their business is, they're very good at that.
Yeah.
But they're shitty business people, and that's why they don't make it. On the transverse, there's some really fucking brilliant business folks out there that aren't particularly good at whatever their business is, but they're very successful because they're good at business. Business is its own thing.
Yeah.
And the principles that apply, or that you need to apply successfully for your shit to work out are very, very similar, irrespective of industry.
Yep. Management is a job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you call out the dude that owes you money?
Yeah, I did.
How'd
I got
that
that
go?
worked out. Good. Yeah.
Oh, would you fucking Christ, Zach, give us the update. God damn, you're holding out on us. What did you say to him?
So I added, I called him up and I told him, hey man, you got a late invoice out. What's going on? And he said, oh yeah, how to do? And he said, well, send it to me again. Okay, man, send it. He had it paid in like 12 hours. So
all right.
It all worked out, but you're right. You just gotta fucking talk to people.
You gotta ask him.
That's kind of it. Yeah, you're right. Like you just kind of gotta go to people and say, hey man, what's the fucking deal?
Do you need some extra time? Is something going on at home?
Yeah.
Do you feel safe in your relationship?
Yeah. Did somebody touch your no spot?
That's right.
Did somebody touch you where you pee, Zach?
It's 3 It's 3 a.m. Do you know where your child is?
Hey, remind me I got to pay you after the show.
All right.
I'm going to get an email from Zach during the show.
That's
Hey,
right.
bitch, pay your bill.
Yeah. Right now.
I fucking forgot it.
Live on
Would
the
you
air.
send
You're
it
good.
on fucking Friday?
You got time.
Dick. One of the guys that watch us is brought up a really interesting part. Yeah, he watches because he comment on YouTube.
Yeah.
Ford dual clutches. He's replacing 1 to 2 a week
That's
in
crazy.
the Shelby GT 500.
That's pretty telling.
Yeah. So
maybe not the Ford GT 500. Then.
Yeah, I would definitely stay away from that one right now.
Yeah. What's the warranty? 36?
Yeah.
336?
Yeah, but their clutches are a wearable part.
Does it cover? That'd be a good question.
Yeah, I'm gonna get his emails and shit. I want to really question him on that.
He'd be cool to have come on the show. You know, I think.
Is he a dealer, mechanic?
I don't think he sells drugs.
And he's
Zach, if you need something, you just let us know.
Oh, I will.
I got people, bro.
I believe you.
No, but I wanted to bring it up just so you people know. I'm gonna be getting with this guy, and maybe we can get him on. Maybe a Zoom call or something and record it, talk to him about the dual clutch situation. It was really neat to get that. That means people that are working on these cars are listening. So we're doing something right for all 12 of you viewers.
4 dual clutches.
Yeah.
Sketchy.
What car is that in, Zach?
A Ford.
Which one?
The GT.
Which one?
R3.
Oh, yeah.
C3PO. This isn't Star Wars, Zach. I mean, you got half of it right.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
GTR3 is what a Porsche, right?
Are they having that same problem in the Ford GT? I'm assuming it's not the same.
I'm betting that's a different platform. I would bet.
Because, I mean, fuck, they use the same engine.
Do
Right?
they?
No, it's a V6.
Yeah, that's an EcoBoost. That's the same fucking engine in your truck.
It's awesome. I basically have a Ford
You
GT.
have a Ford GT chilling.
It's a little different.
No.
It's a little heavier.
Yours is more badass.
Yeah.
Not much. I mean, I like the leveling system on yours a little bit more.
I know. I think you guys are fucking.
Either put shit in the back or you take it out.
My bullshit radar's going off. Wait a second.
No. No, actually, it is. The engine in my truck is the same engine that they use in the Ford GT. It's obviously built very different, but it's the 3.5 liter V6 EcoBoost engine.
Nice.
Same platform, Zach.
How many? You got 200K on that, right?
No.
You've driven the shit out of that thing.
Like 50.
Really?
You were close.
It's my second one, though.
Okay. Well, that's,
I had a 2017 that I drove for a few years, and I'm about at that point now. I'm waiting to see what if the new Raptors come out with that power package, the fucking alternator generator that you can add into the bed of the truck.
That is badass.
Then I will upgrade probably this summer.
Why'd you switch out Subaru again? Because that was your brand for a minute, right?
Yeah, I mean, I had 3 of them. It just, for me, I kind of moved past I still travel a lot, but I moved past the traveling for a living.
Yeah.
Where I was putting 120,000 miles every 12 months on a car because I was constantly driving cross country, delivering dogs, doing seminars. I still do some of that, but a lot less. And so for me, at that point, that by far made the most sense, both financially as well as putting that many miles on a vehicle. I wouldn't want to do that on a nicer, more expensive car.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was working.
I'm curious. Do dads have any favorite brands of cars?
Huh?
Like your dad. Do you have a favorite?
Growing up,
brand of
I
car?
didn't like
You
that
ever?
fool.
Okay.
My dad had my dad was a Ford fan for sure. We had a Mustang.
Oh damn!
But it was like a very base level V6. It wasn't a nice one.
Yeah.
It was like primer gray with red vinyl interior.
What year was that?
It was like an 82, I think.
I gotta look at this thing.
82.
Yeah.
But so we had that, and then we had a Ford fucking 6-passenger Econoline van. That was the family vehicle, and this back then most families only had one vehicle. So he had that that he went back and forth to work, and then the family van was the varsity fucking go-to for a long time, and then he got rid of that and got a Ford Explorer, and then we had a Volkswagen. My mom ended up having a Volkswagen Jetta towards the end of fucking high school. But
when you went looking for a car, did you look for a Ford? Because that was
so my mom's dad. My grandfather on my mom's side was a car salesman at a Ford dealership my entire childhood, well before I was born. I mean, most of his adult life he was a car salesman at a Ford dealership. It was a Ford and Volkswagen dealership. So that's actually where I bought my first car when I was home on leave after buds and then jump school. I came home, and up until that point I had never owned a car, and so at that point I went and bought my first car from my grandpa as a salesman.
Nice.
At the Ford dealership, but it was a Ford Volkswagen, like I said. So I bought a diesel Jetta TDI, 1996 TDI.
But did you haggle with him?
I was going to say, did he throw you a deal?
Fuck no, he didn't.
Good for him.
No, he didn't. I mean, it was like, here's the fucking price, chief. You want it or not? And I was like, yeah, I guess. And my mom went with me. You know, it's her dad. And
you think the high fives? We got him.
Yeah, she probably got a commission. She got a kickback on it.
She's talking about, son, let's go to dinner. I got you.
Got to find her
That's
seat.
right.
Yeah,
that's great.
I don't even remember. I think it was like I want to say it was 16 grand. I think was the price of the car, somewhere in there.
That's a lot of money though. When we were coming up.
Well, I mean, this is 1997, and I was 19 years old.
Yeah, so that's about my first decent truck was a 94 Chevy truck.
Yeah.
And it was used, and I paid $13,500.
Why'd you get Chevy? Is it just what was
I
available?
wanted to build a show truck.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. So I bought that, and man, I sat there man, that's a lot of money. $13,500.
Yeah.
You know, you're doing your monthly payment, and you're like, man, it's $240 a month.
It's not that far off from where I'm at in life, honestly. Yeah. It's just like, ooh, $240 a month.
I mean, that shit's an ass kicking when you're coming up, and then people think we don't even appreciate, you know, the lower end cars because we always talk high end cars. Well, I mean, we wouldn't have much of a show if we sat here and just talked, you know, Hyundai Elantras and shit like that.
Yeah.
People aren't tuning into that.
Yeah.
No, we both respect it. We've been there. We've had them.
Hey man, that grind, everybody's on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we were saying last time, I mean, both Matt and I, when we were your age, were in the same fucking boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
know, so.
We got more pussy though. Did Zach fuck that mic
I
up?
don't know. It keeps fucking rolling on me. Like, and this
Zach.
fucking
fellas.
adjustment knob's not tightening up.
I'll fix it after the show, I guess.
It'll be too late then. Zach.
Yeah,
right.
Zach.
It will be too late then.
Yeah, no, growing up, that shit was a struggle. And I mean, there's sometimes you can be at the height of success, dip back down into some fucked up shit, and then you're back at it again, building back up the ladder.
Comes and goes.
Yeah, and I mean, we celebrate our wins by adding to them with other shit.
Yeah.
I mean, 6 months from now, I could be driving a motherfucking piece of shit.
A 96 diesel Jetta.
Yeah. You just never know.
Yeah.
But you know what? 6 months from now, I'll know what to build back up to if I get to that spot.
That's right.
So, and I knew what it took to get there.
You got to respect people's ability to fall back down. Yesterday, I was reading about somebody on Twitter that quit their job at Applebee's to become a stand-up comedian. 5 years later, working at the same Applebee's. And I was like, you know what? Good for you. You shut up for fucking work in the morning. Like, that sucks, but goddamn, like, you're making the rent. That's what matters.
Well, the thing is, most successful, and we've said it many times, most successful people have failed once or multiple times in order to become successful.
Yeah.
And then all you do, if you didn't learn from the failures, you're just a fucking idiot.
Well, yeah, I mean, to me, like as an entrepreneur, it's not like you fail once. I mean, you really fail constantly.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's just how you respond and look at it, you know, and how you let it affect you or not let it affect you.
Yeah. I was in a huge slump for a month and a half here not too long ago. And I was
30 to 45 days is a good time for a slump.
Yeah. And I mean, me and Mike talked about it not too long ago. Like I almost fucking just moved all kinds of shit around.
Oh, yeah.
And instead of moving into the failure zone and be like, oh, fuck this, I was like, if I do this, and this, move these pieces around, if I do these pieces, I'm back where I want to be. And hey, guess what? Somehow I upgraded.
Somehow it worked out.
Yeah. So, I mean, you got to have a backboard nowadays. I'm learning is a huge, huge benefit.
Yeah.
To have someone to sound off on ideas. You know, if you tell your wife and they're supportive, they'll be like, oh, that's fucking great.
Yeah, everything's a great idea.
Yeah.
Or
even though it's fucking stupid.
Or everything's dumb as fuck.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
If I talk to Mike, he's like, that's a great idea, but have you thought of it this way? Hold on, let me figure that up. Yep, that way works too. I'm going to go that way. You know, you got to have a sounding board. That's what people don't realize. Find people who want to be successful to be successful.
I was talking to my wife yesterday. I was talking to her.
Me too.
New, funny. Yeah. I was talking to a new client. So I signed some new business, which is good. And I just worked out the numbers with them. It all worked out. I told her, hey, I think I just signed this client. Here's what they're going to pay a month. And she was like, it's not bad. I was like, you think, did I get fucked? She's like, a little bit, you got fucked. It's like, it's not that bad, though. It's a short contract. It'll work out when it's over. Hey, we'll be on top. So, yeah.
Do you guys share bank accounts?
Not yet.
Not yet.
No.
Implying that you will at some point.
I don't know.
Sucker.
Is that the thing you do nowadays?
I would say no, you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Well, let me take a step back. I think it makes sense to have a joint account.
Yeah.
That, depending on who's who in the relationship and what the responsibilities are, that like that's where your bills come out of. You know, mortgages,
groceries, mortgage, yeah.
And whatever, like basic living expenses. One of the two or both puts in a certain amount into that account, and that's where it comes from. And then you each have your own, like, this is my shit, and you stay the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
To me, that's what makes sense.
It's kind of how we've always done it. And we've both of our parents on our sides are like, yeah, you guys should work out some kind of joint account. But yeah, we've always like, do it separate and it works out fine.
The old way was, yeah, you do that.
Of course.
But I'm going to tell you guys from a guy who got fucked having a joint account with my ex, and, she's in a CPA. I'll be fine. I don't need to look at my bank account.
Yeah.
The bitch was stealing money and got me put in jail for 33 days. If I wouldn't have been on that bank account, I wouldn't have got shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, me and my wife we don't even really have a joint account.
Right.
She has her account. I have my account. When we need to pay a bill, hey, you pay that bill, I'll pay this bill.
That's kind of how we do it. Yeah.
It works out.
Yeah.
And we both get the notice as if, bitch, you didn't pay that bill?
That's right.
But.
And shoot, every once in a while, she can buy me dinner. It's great.
Dude,
Like,
my wife makes 3 times the money I do on paper.
Got that sugar mama.
I make that bitch buy dinner all the time. Ask Mike whose credit card comes out when we're at dinner.
You tell her what to do. Yeah, I see.
It's got my name on it, but she's pulling it out.
I look right at her face. I'm like, bitch, you better pay this bill.
Bitch.
Yeah.
You said that too?
Look her right in her fucking eyes.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't. But yeah, some people are all for it, and some people have been burnt by it.
I don't know.
Yeah, me and Mike have a joint account. It's called a business.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, fuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah. He don't share shit with me in his personal account.
We go gambling out of that one.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, when we pay you, that's a gamble.
That's right.
Every time.
Every week.
Yeah. We still haven't hit.
That's funny.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, it's truth.
That's great.
What the fuck else? We got a lot of shit to still talk about. 4 dual clutches, I'll get on that.
You already did.
I know, but I'm going to get on
Oh,
it.
okay.
Like,
Right,
I'm going to get deep in him.
Gonna get deep in that.
Whoa. Yeah.
I see.
Semi-deep.
Pound that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's your diet going?
Good. Oh, Jesus. I started exercising for a change. Let me tell you, that helps. Not a lot of exercise. It's just walking, but I'm hitting an hour a day. And then, at some point when that starts to peter out, I'll start running.
Yeah.
That's the move. God,
what are you at now?
232 yesterday. So it's 30 down, 30 change.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
It shows a lot.
Does it?
Yeah, you don't look like the kid off Goonies anymore.
I don't feel a chunk. I don't feel it, man. I hope it'll, I don't know.
Are you doing not? Well, let me ask you this: you hit the plateau,
Yeah.
so you started walking.
I plateaued for a month.
So what's the difference between walking and not walking? How much have you lost starting walking?
I feel like within days. I've been walking for 3 weeks, and it felt like within the week it was like, okay, the scale's starting to go down again. So yeah, I've lost about 8 since in 3 weeks. The diet helps too. That's a big part of it. Plus, I started doing some of that.
Kegels?
Some of that stuff we got. Some of that stuff we got in the studio. Anal, yeah, right. Some of that protein morning stuff. It's not pre-workout, but it's you got those big.
I'm telling you, if you took that thermogenic shit,
the go.
Yeah. I need to.
Dude, you take that, you'll just sit here sweating.
Here's the thing. I bet it works, but I don't know enough about science and amino acids and shit to and I feel weird about, I just want to know what I'm taking.
It's too bad Stephen Hawking's not here to explain
Isn't it? Yeah.
You got to do some kind of resistance training. It doesn't have to be significant, but here's what I would say is if you want to see a noticeable improvement, similarly to just starting walking, is that when you walk, like how far on average do you go? 2 miles?
2 or 3. It's an hour. Yeah.
So every mile, or say every 15 minutes, so do 4 sets of, whether it's 10 push-ups, 20, 25. However many is just a good, not run your dick into the ground max effort set, but 80%.
Okay.
Do that spaced 4 times throughout your walk. So do them, start walking, halfway or a quarter of the way through it, do another set.
Yeah.
Or let's say you do 2 miles and it's 1 mile down and 1 mile back.
Sure.
Right? So, do 20 push-ups at the start, do 20 push-ups somewhere, along that mile, somewhere along the halfway point, and then another set when you finish, or even do, one at the midway point and then one when you finish. 4 to 5 sets of 10, 15, 20 push-ups.
Yeah.
What I would also say is because you're walking, is throw some squats in there too, just body weight squats. Same thing.
Yeah.
15 or 20 of them while you're walking. Good, deep fucking body weight squats.
What kind of returns do you think I'm getting out of that?
A lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Body weight, some of the best.
If you're doing that every day,
Yeah.
fucking huge.
All right.
In a month, here's what I'd say: do that. Do the push-ups and the squats. It's adding maybe 5 to 7 minutes to your hour walk.
Yeah.
Total. Take a picture of yourself fucking in underwear, right? First thing in the morning, the day you start doing that, and then do it again 30 days later. And if you're not like, holy fuck,
All right.
I'll suck my own dick. All right?
Well, now I got to do it for the fans.
Yeah. Now you're going to shitbag it, so I have to blow myself.
If you really want to look better, you'll cut your hair, throw away your wardrobe, and buy new clothes. So.
Hey, I got some good digs, all right? I got some 80s clothes. I do want to know, I think my diet's too protein heavy. Is that a problem?
No.
Hell no.
Okay.
No,
I don't know if you go over the daily value or whatever the fuck.
I mean, what are you eating today?
Well, I started with a protein shake that's like 42% my daily value protein.
Don't worry about the percentage. How many grams of protein are in it?
I don't know. That's the thing.
Dude,
Don't worry about
I'm looking at the percentage, yeah.
Download the simple, I'll give you an app because we ain't going to give it to free shit online. But it's simple. It's free.
Yeah.
My wife's doing a diet right now. She's down 10 or 12 pounds.
Damn.
It's all on macros.
Yeah.
Just because
Which I'm fucking lazy.
just because a diet soda says it's 0%, blah, 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 it's still got a lot of bad shit in it.
yeah. There's some shit going on
And
with
42%, I mean, hell, my wife weighs 141 pounds.
Yeah.
I think her recommended is 136 grams of protein. That's a lot of fucking protein. But for a guy your size, I bet it's closer to 180.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the general rule of thumb, like if you're trying to build muscle, is like 1.25 grams per pound of lean body mass.
Gotcha.
Right, but that's lean body mass, so you have to get
Figure
either
out
a
what that
scan or a dip tank or whatever, and figure out what But to me, like, you don't really need to do that. I mean, eat when you're hungry. Eat good lean protein, a little bit of good fat, not a lot of carbs, some, but just not a lot. And mostly fucking meat, vegetables, very little fruit. Cut out most of the starches and ditch the sugar. But if you just stick to that and like, I mean, once you get to a point where you're like, 7% body fat and you're trying to compete in a physique tournament, like then you should worry about your macros. But like if you're just trying to
lean out a little
bit, adding the squats and the push-ups to that.
Yeah, that's gonna be huge.
I do need to start working those in. Yeah. Just a little something. If I'm not going to run, for God's sake, then I could work in some resistance training.
To me, you don't need to run. Like walking is honestly better for you anyway. And until weight-wise, you're kind of where you want to be. I would actually not recommend running. Really? Because it's just going to fucking hammer your knees and hips and ankles and feet and everything else. Yeah.
There's a ton of studies on that.
Yeah. If you're overweight, well, that and like from a body fat burning standpoint, you're better off at 125 or so beats per minute, 130. As opposed to 170 or 180, like if you're running hard, like you're gonna do better on your body and burn more fat at a moderate fucking heart rate than you do at a high heart rate.
All right, resistance training.
But resistance training, like if you start to build muscle, that will also help you build or burn fat.
Yeah, yeah.
So
my dumb ass has got my sights on the scale. That's the problem. I just want to see that number go down.
No,
you're right. It's like stop doing that. Yeah, stop thinking that.
No, I mean because if my diet's perfect then.
And go by how you look, how you feel, and how your clothes fit.
Yeah.
I mean, really, like the weight fucking does not matter.
It's true. The clothes fit better.
Now, when I was actually in the gym, always on a strict diet, macro watching at the gym 5 days a week, fucking pushing heavy fucking weight.
On it.
Dude, I'd get pissed looking at the scale because it's like, bitch, I fucking gained 5 pounds. But then you measure and you're like, fuck, I lost 3 inches here, 1.5 inches here. And it's like,
it's true.
Yeah.
I mean, good point. Okay.
Muscle weighs more than fat.
Yeah.
I keep telling my wife that because she's working out every day. She's on that diet. I plateaued today. And then you look at her pictures or her, it's huge.
Yeah.
Difference,
Yeah, don't give a fuck what you weigh.
Yeah. And my doctor even tells me that.
I was so mad about that.
I can give you some stuff to make you strong.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That good shit.
That good.
good, huh?
You just have to stick it in your ass.
Right.
No.
That's all?
It's not a shot.
Yeah. It comes with some protein.
Does
Yeah, my wife yesterday, I'm low on protein. I said, how many grams? She said, I think like 10. I said, you meet me in the bedroom. I can cook you up.
Right up.
A straight injection right to the throat.
Give you a 10 shot right now.
Yeah. But, dude, when I got on that testosterone, I was fucking like a porn star.
Yeah.
HCG,
saying that, yeah.
totally different. HCG has to build up in your system, which I didn't know. So for 4 weeks, she could walk around the house butt ass naked and be talking about, bro, put some clothes on.
Yeah.
You know, you go back to working on testosterone, you're chasing that motherfucker around, hitting her over the head, dragging her in the fucking room like a fucking caveman.
Fucking Fred Flintstone.
But the HCG, I was telling Mike, I seem to be losing weight, not even trying.
Yeah.
And it's,
well,
I'm not eating less.
I mean, there's people that do like an HCG diet.
Yeah, but that thing's dangerous as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know shit about it, but I know, people use it to lose weight. So
motherfuckers are eating like fucking 500, 700 calories a day.
I mean, that's what's going to make you lose weight.
Yeah,
it's
not
the
the
HCG at that point. But
now this shit, dude, I'll just be sitting here and it feels like I'm on a thermogenic.
Yeah.
And I asked the doctor, I'm like, what the fuck's that? He said, it's your body speeding back up to what it used to be when you were in your 20s.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, I look good in my 20s.
Yeah.
I was a fucking pimp. Now, I'm just a lump. That's a true story. Zach, you got any stupid Stephen Hawking's questions?
No, I had something on the way over here I cooked up. Give me a minute.
Maybe if you'd have been on time.
Yeah, right.
Well, cars. I mean, we haven't really said shit.
We hadn't really talked about cars, and I'm kind of to the point now, because I'm weird. Once I start trying to make my move, I kind of want to lean off of what I want to do, but you're going to know. My wife's going to know because I share that shit with y'all. Zach, I'm not telling you.
All right.
I've been studying like a motherfucker. Like the TRX, that shit don't bother me. When it comes in, I'll get it. What the fuck ever. Who cares? But I've been studying cars like a motherfucker. And in my studies, I think I've corrupted you.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure,
so,
yeah. Yeah, because I do the same. I mean, that or I corrupted you back or, corrupted each other. Because
there's a reason I have 2 motorcycles in my fucking garage right now.
And they're awesome.
Yeah.
They are awesome.
Yeah, that chick at Ferrari yesterday. You have an Indian? I was like, fuck yeah. You want to know something better? Bitch, I am Indian. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, God, cars are so great. The one, I don't know if you even want to talk about the one you're looking at. GT2 RSs, though.
Yeah.
That price I'm getting at.
Yeah.
I have looked up and been like, well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to me, the GT2 RS is a phenomenal fucking car. I just,
it's a
to me,
car.
Yeah, like same with the GT3 RS, same with even the new GT3. That's what has me torn on it. I've seen a ton of reviews of dudes saying like this thing is fucking rough to drive around, and that's just the GT3. It's not even the RS.
Well, the thing is, you have gut feelings, and we both know this. Business, the way you were raised, the shit you were trained to, you go with your gut every fucking time. And my guts told me to stay away from some of the other shit. Like the car I want and I'm going to get, I'm not lying to you guys. One day I'm going to have a Pista, but there's 100% reason why I'm not going to get a Pista next. My 488, do I love it? Yeah. Till I fucked it up, and I fucked the car up. Totally fucked it up. When I tuned it, did the exhaust, wheels and lowered it, I fucked that car up.
Well, that's the thing. That's the one thing I think that seems fairly consistent with Ferrari is that it's less of a tuner car. Like, and I think it kind of stands to reason. I mean, as good as those engineers are, kind of similar to Porsche in that way. I mean, Porsche, I think you can get away with tuning a little more, but they're, both Ferrari and Porsche are engineering cars. Now, I think why you can get away with it a little more with Porsche is that there's not the same kind of flair and passion that the Italians have. I mean, the Germans are like black and white fucking, engineering is everything. It's all data. It's all science. Whereas, Ferrari, there's a passion behind it.
Yeah.
That makes it, it's almost like fucking with artwork.
You feel it.
You can. Like, I've never been in a Ferrari that had been modified that still had that driver experience that a stock one does. You know? So to me, like, I think like you're not going to out-engineer Ferrari when it comes to what they're bringing to the table,
One of the guys, there was a big article in in a forum. It's not an article. It's some guys going back and forth arguing about tuning 488s and Pistas. And the guy said, if you could out Ferrari, wouldn't you start your own car brand?
Yeah.
And the dude was like, yeah, good point.
Yeah. I think, similar with, Porsche has, what's the fucking company? Cobb.
Yeah.
That they kind of work hand in hand with, Novatec with Ferrari. Like if I was going to do it again, that would be the only one I would even possibly consider.
Yeah.
I for fuck sure would not let anybody else mess with it.
Yeah.
No. And even then, like I don't see any sense in fucking with the Pista. I really don't, I mean, it's so good as it is. Like the thought of ruining that, it's not worth it,
And the car I'm looking at, if everything lines up, I don't want to do much to it. There's two minor things.
Yeah.
Depending on if the wheels are on the car I want. If I can get the exact spec I want, there's two minor things I'm going to do to it, and it's exhaust. But after hearing it yesterday, in person, cold start, it's like,
I don't
what
think it
the
needs it.
fuck?
Yeah.
It's like, shit, this thing's perfect.
Yeah.
And my car is annoying. I told Mike the other day, it's like taking two bowls after we ride the motorcycles. If you were to talk with bowls over your ears or cups over your ears, when you pull them off, there's that weird hollow hallway.
Uh-huh.
Hell, almost how it sounds when we're talking into the headphones. It's a reverb. That's what it sounds like getting out of my car after
it's so
20-minute drive.
Yeah.
Really?
It's too loud.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's a great car. It's just, I think if I had that car 10 years ago, it wouldn't bother me as much.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting older. I'm like that grumpy dude. Like, fuck you kids. I want my warranty.
Yeah.
My literal question at Ferrari yesterday is,
so
if I do this, do I keep a warranty? Well, yeah, if you do that, you do. What if I do this? Yeah, you do. What if I do this? Nope. Okay, cool. We ain't doing that.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, so my buddy is asking, and then I started asking, can we do this? Yeah, you can do what? This? Nope. What?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're done. Number one, we're done.
That's all we can do.
Yeah.
Well, I think, for me, it's the sound, and then, maybe that's part of the problem I had with my 488, the 2 weeks that I had it, was that, not being able to run it in automatic is bullshit.
Yeah, that fucking annoyed the shit out of me yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, like that, like if you can't run the car hard in automatic because it's tuned, like that's a fucking problem, to me.
And that's why I asked you right when we stopped Saturday, I was like, were you on automatic? And you're like, fuck yeah. And then you told me your rundown. It's like, I want that.
Yeah.
You're like, well, if you get the new one, you can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
Unless you're wanting my car. Car's perfect. I mean, there's nothing I would change.
Yeah. That's right.
Your car it's literally perfect.
Yeah. I mean, I can't argue with that, honestly. Like there's never been a time where I'm like, I wish it was faster. Never.
No.
And it's stock,
Mine's stage 2 and I can't keep up.
Well, I mean, and to me, like that's like we were talking the last thing, like that's how it should be.
Yeah.
Not like the Huracans where, or the Performante versus the fucking Aventador. It's like the Performante will clown it. Like, well, why the fuck would you buy the Aventador then?
Yep.
But to me, that's not even tuned. Like that's, stock to stock, the Performante will beat a fucking Aventador, which is ridiculous, but
on that same token, if you take a SVJ, an SV, an S, and you tune them all identical, they'll damn near run identical.
Yeah.
But if you take a 488, and you may have just a special car because there's nobody else driving a Pista like you do, so I haven't found one to go fuck with them. But if you take your Pista versus stage 2 with what, 18,000, something like that, worth of upgrades, up against a Pista that's still double the price.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't be able to outrun that car still unless I really go balls deep with new turbos to catch up turbos and shit like that.
Yeah. And
I can't.
Yeah.
I mean, if we kept pushing and pushing, maybe I'd fucking catch up to you.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Cause I mean, around 170-ish, 180-ish.
Yeah.
We're both like, fuck this.
Yeah. Well, I think part of it too is the GTB to the Pista, the aero and downforce on it are significantly improved.
Yeah.
Which, so to me, it's kind of like McLaren that way, is that the faster you go, the harder it's going to be to keep up also.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a phenomenal fucking car. I mean, like I said,
piss off a motorcycle.
I know.
I don't
sure
think
did.
we pissed him off. I think we
I think
impressed the fuck out
Yeah,
of
I
that
think.
motherfucker.
Yeah, I think more than anything, it was, which is neat to see. I mean, no different than if any car pulled up to me and fucking clown me, I'd be like, fucking hats off to you, man. Fucking nice car, you know. But that was fucking cool, you know, no doubt about it.
Like that fucking Hellcat yesterday. First off the bike, we were hauling ass, and we both, I think, seen it at the same time because we split lanes and let him come up to us. And then I gunned it and fucking walked him. And then he went to play with Mike. And then Mike walked him, and that motherfucker's thumbs up, and as you know, he's so happy.
That was awesome.
Yesterday, I raced a Hellcat, taking my car in for service, and I told Mike, I said, I just fucking walked this motherfucker. And the dude comes up and he flips me off, but he's laughing as he's doing it. So it's one of those, fuck you, motherfucker, you know, type deal. It's not like, fuck you, and then 3 exits, you know, he's off. And then a fucking ZL1 Camaro came up right after that. And he didn't even stay in his shit long. And when he passed, he was just like, bitch. Well, your car, I mean, what we spend on our cars, yes, we should be able to outrun your car. But honestly, if your car is built right, you can fuck our cars up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're paying for quality of a build, leather, materials, shit like that, engineering behind these. And you're paying for a fucking name.
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
100%.
yeah, for me, it's the experience. You know, it's like Six Flags to Disney World.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Disney World's more expensive, but the experience is very different. You know, it's a much more complete experience. And, you know, that's what I've kind of come to appreciate, I think, you know, in the short time that I've been, you know, balls deep in these types of cars, is that, you know, that title that I always kind of used to think was dumb. It's a driver's car. Like, to me, that's the most important aspect of all of it.
But you can now, and I think we figured it up yesterday, we're in between, I would say, what are we in, April, May?
May.
So we both got into this the same time, pretty much. We're about 18 months into being supercar owners, enthusiasts, shit like that. Yeah, I've looked at supercars forever, as you didn't.
Yeah.
But I did, and it's not like I earned it more than you. Fuck no, I didn't. Do I know more than you? No. We experienced this together, and it's just so neat watching car guys build and I went through the same shit. McLaren, oh, this is a decent 570. Drove it for 2 weeks. This is a piece of shit. Go get the fucking R8. I had a mechanical issue. I wrecked my R8. Love that fucking car. Yeah. Still to this day, I'll still look at R8s like, fuck, those are great. Those are great. Leave them stock or supercharge them. Leave them the fuck alone after that. And then I had the 720. No, I had the Lamborghini. And that thing's a piece of shit. They're great cars. They're just not for me. It's the Ford Ferrari versus Lamborghini, Porsche. Yeah. Some people love Lamborghinis, hate Ferraris. I'm just not a Lamborghini guy.
Yeah.
The McLaren 720 was a fucking animal in a straight line, but it was numb, not a driver's car, no emotion, no feeling. It had a feeling for the passenger to throw you the fuck around, make you wonder if the driver was going to kill you. And then the 488, that's when I experienced a true driver's car, which I experienced at Speed Vegas when I did the drives.
Yeah.
But I was like, I won't get there, you know, not anytime soon.
Yeah.
And then drove your Pista. I was like, fuck. This is what a real driver's race, street legal race car.
Yeah, so I would throw that in there. I would say there's driver's cars and then there's street driver's cars. And to me, the street driver's car is what I'm interested in.
Yeah.
You know, because the GT3, the GT2 RS, those are absolutely driver's cars. I wouldn't want one, though.
No, they're not streetable.
Yeah, I mean.
They are, but not.
I mean, like, every fucking person I've talked to is like, dude, it's just brutal. Like you wince looking at the road, seeing, you know, potholes or even cracks, you know, like fucking.
That would suck to tighten up knowing
like,
you're about.
Fuck, you know, it's like running over a big fucking railroad track, you know, in your car. It's like, fuck, man, like to do that, it's exhausting and it's not fun.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I love about Ferrari so much is their ability to make such an amazing car that's fucking beautiful, that's so fun to drive, but is still compliant enough to enjoy on a street road.
Yeah. And then again, if you want a car that's faster, a great car, there's a ton of American cars under 100 grand that can totally smoke our car's ass.
Yeah, with 10 grand worth of fucking shit put into it.
Then you get on a back roads, curves, not curbs, and you just drive them motherfuckers, you'll know where the money comes in, and it's totally different. You can have 1,000 horsepower and not keep up with a car with 700, 800 horsepower.
Yeah, or 500.
Yeah, or 500.
GT3 will destroy everything.
Fuck the GT4.
Yeah.
That little motherfucker Saturday was clean.
Yeah.
If you would have came, you would have seen it.
I was out of town.
Whatever.
No excuse.
Bitch, you was in Canton.
No, it got rained out. My mother-in-law was in town. My excuse was completely, I cheated you. I lied on my first excuse. My mother-in-law was in town. I wasn't out of town.
You told us that last week.
I did. And you
we
told
gave
me,
you
told me actually coming to a car show would be a great escape for that. And I said, that's true. And I should have gone, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would have a lot more fun.
I probably would have.
Maybe next time that's a possibility, you can reach, take your right hand, reach into your wife's purse, grab your balls, pull them out,
Good job. Yeah, good
reattach,
idea. I'll tell her that.
and then maybe come out with the
I'll show her this clip.
The fact that you have to tell her that you're going to reach into her purse and grab her
honey,
your balls.
Honey, do you mind if I get my balls back today?
Is that okay with
that
you?
doesn't count.
Yeah.
It's not the same. As
Is it my
taking
weekend
them.
with the nuts?
This shared custody is just throwing me off.
Yeah.
She'll think that's hilarious.
She's not going to listen.
I love that we just skirted around both the cars we're looking at right now, too.
It's not time to divulge yet.
There's time for everything.
Well, here's the one thing that I mean, we kind of both like. I'm not getting rid of the pista to get it. So if I can't hang on to the pista and get it, I just won't get it because I'm not getting rid of it.
Yeah, and that's my thing. I want to get to where I have the car that's like the pista, so then I can aim for that other one that we said is the fourth. Yeah. If we had all four of those fucking cars,
the quadfecta, not the trifecta, the quadfecta.
Quadfecta.
Don't worry, I'll tell you, Zach.
Please do.
I'm not telling you.
All right.
I like how you whisper.
It's true.
Yeah, like
don't tell me anything off the air. You guys aren't missing anything if you're listening.
Oh,
that's because you leave.
Everything.
That's right.
Or don't show up on time.
Yeah, we have a huge.
We went over a bunch of shit before you got here.
Yeah. We had a fucking presentation, PowerPoint, all that shit.
Oh,
it was
sure.
up there. Yeah. Enzo was over there hitting the clicker.
His wife was taking down the minutes. I mean,
wow.
Which we're not going to share with you.
I was going to say, you could share those minutes with me and I'd catch up.
It's not the same. It's more for archive.
I had a customer on the phone. Hey, your surveys are going up like crazy. What'd y'all do different? I said, you know how it shows all my text picture? And he said, yeah. I said, I took nudes of my wife while she was asleep and I put it in their place. He said, oh, that explains it.
That's right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm not a great customer service guy. Shit. What else? What else we got, Zach?
I need to order something for my mom for Mother's Day. Any suggestions?
Dildo.
What the fuck is wrong with you,
Well,
sir?
yeah,
This is my mother. How fucking dare
That
you?
is
All
true.
right. Hey, come
Do
on
you-
now. Yeah.
Do you
Pocket
not want
rocket.
her?
Some respect.
Do you not want her to be happy?
Yeah.
Satisfied?
Thinking flowers.
I can
how
send
about-
a personal massager.
How about a flower-colored dildo?
Y'all are going too far here. All right. Come on.
there's
No,
no
this
such
is the woman who raised me.
Yes.
Right.
there
So,
is.
but I'm going to tell you from experience.
Yeah.
Spending 12 years in the fucking SEAL teams. If something bothers you
Yeah.
and you're sensitive to it, the last fucking thing you do is let anyone know that that's the case.
Well, yeah.
Because they will pick at that nonstop.
Well, yeah, but then we wouldn't have any good bits, right? That's
Yeah.
what we're doing here.
So you're saying the rest of the show sucks?
Yeah. So
fuck.
next week,
Now I've
can't
done
win.
it.
next week, it's going to be an hour and a half of talking about Zach's mom, his
Railing on
sister.
We'll throw your dad under the bus.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
if I was as quiet as you guys about this stuff, then what would you give me a hard time about? All right, that's no good.
I do like the Zach sister comments are getting more and more.
God.
Oh, in the fucking comment section. Yeah.
You guys keep that shit up.
Yeah.
I will say that. You keep it up. Maybe the Patreon contest, best Zach sister comment
Yeah,
wins
hey.
I like it.
Fuck.
Oh,
Jesus.
here you go.
they
This
come.
is from
I feel like I can
I
hear
think
people
that's a cop.
typing right now.
this is a guy who put a message on the last
That's
show.
fucking awesome.
Dude, I
Listen
was
to
fuck-
This is about me and my own. Is that what this
No,
is?
this-
Fucking awesome.
Okay.
I take pictures and sometimes forget because I want to bring up some of these comments. The guy's talking about they cornered a guy a robbery suspect with a canine named Mike.
Oh.
And it goes on to say, and the guy said, he asked the handler, did you name that canine after Mike Ritland? And the guy says, no, we named him Trailer Park Mike because he's missing a tooth.
That's fucking great.
Damn.
Yeah.
What a vicious animal.
I was, someone wants to see if we can train Rico to go find the tool bag that keeps leaving thumbs down.
I am curious. Like,
It's funny.
it was what, 6 or 7 fucking thumbs downs on yesterday's
Yeah.
thing, which
I saw that.
you know, again, which there isn't usually, right? That's way more than most.
No, and I mean, we still have more likes and dislikes, of course, but like, where the fuck are these coming from? Who are these people?
Like who gives enough of a shit to listen and go thumbs down? I don't get it.
The internet's an amazing place.
It really is. Like I mean, seriously, out of just strict curiosity,
Yeah.
like I would love to know who they are and why they do it. Like to me, it's fascinating.
I'll bet at least one of them thinks they're doing us a favor. They're like, well, I don't like this content. I'm telling them so they'll get better and change. Like that's how fucking self-righteous
You want to know
people
if you want to see how you can make it disappear? Let us see who's disliking shit on all the channels.
Yeah.
And liking. Be like, oh, thanks, Billy, for liking the man. Fuck you, Sean.
just come with an automatic block. If you dislike, it just goes, great, you can't see this content anymore.
Yep.
Why does YouTube keep that anonymous? Do you know?
I don't.
Because I mean, Instagram doesn't.
Yeah, probably.
Facebook doesn't.
I don't know.
It's not like you're helping in any kind of way.
Oh, I saw a thing not that long ago. Apparently, they're testing just not showing dislikes.
Yeah.
They're just going to show likes now, and it's like, well, that's probably a good fucking idea because
Probably
who gives a shit, right?
Wasn't it PewDiePie who did the deal where he tried to get the most dislikes on YouTube?
I think so.
For
I mean,
a year?
have you seen videos where there's more dislikes than likes?
Yeah, every once in a while.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's that rapper who just did the one where he's banging the devil?
Oh, little Nas X.
That motherfucker's at 600,000 dislikes.
Yeah.
No shit.
Shit from big companies will get a lot of dislikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like big almost anytime a Call of Duty video comes out, that gets a fuckload of dislikes.
Really?
Just from people who are shitty, people who think it's funny, like, whatever.
Yeah.
And you're right. The functionality is completely pointless. There's no.
Well, it's like
no
your last
reason for it to
video
be
with the
there.
California cops. Got 31 dislikes, 1,500 likes. It's like, what part of the video was it? The intro? Was it the guy telling his experience of real life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That you're not happy? Are you just not happy that this guy has a fucking life?
I mean, with that one, that could be 31 cops that don't like my anti-speeding ticket rhetoric.
It could be.
It's very
that could
possible.
be
'Cause
true.
I tell you, a lot of listeners of mine are cops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Did you say cops or cocks? Yeah.
The
We do love cops, by the way.
I mean, I work with a lot of them regularly.
It's like Holly. It's got 18. What did you not like? That she was a
I
chick on the show?
Okay. Yeah.
She's hot.
She was great.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Holly.
I don't know what drives
Right.
people to do that. I know we've talked about this before, but
There's
Well,
not,
we need to get Holly on our show
not enough feedback.
when we
to
make
go
it
around.
casting couch.
that's right.
All right.
Jesus.
Mike's like, Zach,
Right.
edit
Turn it
that.
off.
Edit that part. We don't edit a ton.
We really don't.
We got to figure. We'll start doing short clips for the guys
what
on
do
Patreon.
we pay you for then? Like,
Believe me.
Hey now, this is gonna make it from this studio to the internet. All right, somebody's gonna make that.
somebody's
happen.
got to push a fucking button.
That's
Yeah.
right. By God.
Yeah, I've questioned that a lot. No, I'm just kidding.
So I'm familiar with. I feel like a lot of mainstream conspiracy theories. But I'm curious. You guys got any like personal ones under the hood? I got one.
Go.
I think they make windshield glass cheaper and shittier and less dense now than ever before in history.
Why would that be a conspiracy?
Windshields crack all the fucking time versus
That's
older cars when they
Economics,
never
bro.
did. Am
It's
I
also,
crazy? It
it's
seems,
also
seems like
single
that's
pane
probably
versus
plausible.
dual pane.
Yeah.
Or dual pane.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same shit as like Apple and their fucking headphone jack thing. Like, yeah, it's a money making scheme.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
So the old glass, it was harder to break, but it was a single pane glass.
Mm-hmm. It was denser.
I'll take it a step further. It's not auto glass. It's every fucking thing.
Well,
Yeah.
I think that's very true.
I mean, nothing is built like it used to.
Yeah.
I mean, especially like look at appliances.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the 50s and 60s, those motherfuckers were built for a lifetime.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and they lasted a lifetime, most of them. Like they lasted for decades.
Right.
You know, a refrigerator would last 20 fucking years. Now it's like 3,
Right.
you know? So yeah, I mean, like they don't make anything like they used to. I think a lot of it is for that reason. Some of it is to bring the cost down. Some of it's manufacturing. But yeah, I mean, it's all kind of connected that way, I think. But I don't know that it's necessarily a conspiracy. I will say I do have like 5 or 6 rock chips on the fucking pista on the glass.
Do you
Fucking
really?
kidding? Really?
There's a bunch of them.
God damn it.
Yeah. Most of them are like, I mean, really hard to even fucking notice. Like I only, like if I didn't, you know, wash the window and like spray it down and wipe it down when there's bugs on it and shit after I go driving, which by the way, it's the first car I've ever done that to. Like, you know, even the other fast and nice cars, I never, like when I got home, would wipe bug shit off of them and whatever. With this one I do, I just like it more, I guess. But
Yeah.
That's the only way that you can tell is like I thought it was like a tiny little bug spot that I missed and tried to pick it off, and it's like, oh, it's a rock chip. There's like 5 or 6 of them.
Huh.
They're tiny, but
fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I don't know. I always thought that.
Yeah, wonder why that is on the Ferraris. Cheaper? I don't know.
I would think
I
Ferrari would
have
be
one.
putting out good glass, but what the fuck do I know?
it's
Or-
Italian glass, Zach.
Yeah,
I don't know what the fuck it is.
that shit's soft.
It's Italian glass.
It does handprint well. Ask my wife.
Mm.
I'm surprised they don't use like Lexan or the same thing that the fucking back shield is made.
Yeah, I was
of.
gonna say your back is Lexan. Mine's glass.
Yeah.
So there's
What's
another weight thing.
Lexan? Like a different.
It's
Plastic.
It's basically plastic.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't.
I mean,
know that.
you wouldn't know. Like if you
No.
come and fuck with it, you'd think it's glass.
It
Really?
damn near taps. Like if you thump it, it almost
it's
sounds.
got that dense fucking.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck! Did I learn?
What is it? Lexan that if they add 3 or 4 sheets that shit's bulletproof too,
I don't know.
or not proof, resistant.
I don't know.
Everything's fucking.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, it's some tough shit. They put it in race cars for a reason. Dude, I was watching that fucking F1 shit. Oh, and I don't worry about conspiracy theory shit.
You really not?
No,
You watch Ancient Aliens?
that's different.
Is it?
Yeah, that's not a
That's not a
conspiracy.
conspiracy. That's true.
That's fucking true.
Oh, right. Oh, silly
It's
me. Okay.
fucking documentary, Zach. Those are real.
Yeah, those are on television.
It's like Google.
Yeah.
Everything on fucking Google is real.
Right.
One thing about the Lexan too, it does not get hot like glass.
It don't.
It's weird. Like I'll go run the shit out of the car for 2 hours, come back, the engine is right underneath.
Of course.
Like there's just like a hair dryer worth of hot air coming out of the vents on the side.
Yeah.
Put your hand on the fucking glass, it's room temperature. It's fucking wild.
That is wild. That's fucking baffling. I would have thought that was glass for
Space
sure.
age NASA shit.
Yeah. Fucking science.
Yeah, science bitches.
Science bitches, indeed. That's
Oh.
all right. Conspiracy theories are, fun.
No, I mean that all kind of ended when Mike broke me down. I think it was Mike and Clint when we were talking about the 9/11 shit, and they were like, "Bro, those fucking airplanes wouldn't ever made it to the fucking where they were supposed to go."
I remember laughing at Kevin Owens being on Mic Drop, being like, if the government had planned 9/11, the planes wouldn't have rolled run out of gas halfway to the buildings. There's no fucking way.
Yeah, they would have gotten lost. I mean,
Right.
there's a fucking million things would have gone wrong.
I mean, the only other the thing you could consider conspiracy theories would be like political shit pushing their agendas, but
Right.
that's not really conspiracy.
Nah,
We can see it.
Yeah, I mean goofy personal
Now,
shit.
if the 9/11 was actual government run,
Yeah.
the hijackers themselves would have missed the flights because they were at a titty bar getting shit faced the night before and missed it.
Yeah.
Like shit like that would have
Yes.
happened. Yeah.
Little small shit would have gone
would
wrong.
have completely fucked it up.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, and you think with our government, the way they are this far out, we wouldn't have fucking heard. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, like look what everything else that gets leaked,
yeah.
Oh,
right?
Jesus.
they can't keep any fucking thing a secret.
No.
Nothing.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, it's literally like it's leaked everywhere all the time.
Joe Biden's
like
son can't even be a crackhead in the privacy of his own
Yeah,
car.
I
That's
mean,
right.
Like, well, so the Edward Snowden stuff,
Yeah.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Like, you think if 9/11 was an inside job, like there wouldn't have been something uncovered with that? Like he released the archives
Yeah.
to WikiLeaks.
Open
I mean,
it up to everybody.
yeah, it's just, I mean, it's, to me, that shit's absurd, but
Yeah.
whatever. There's going to be some comments. You don't fucking know. Okay.
Well, no.
Well,
we
what-
don't know, but
I can tell you
Unless
this.
you can prove it. Like, I'm not interested. It's the same with time travel.
right.
I
don't
did
care.
send you a conspiracy, but I don't know if he wants to bring it up.
Okay.
I find fucking funny shit online.
There's all kinds of goofy shit on
Well, the Navy SEAL deal I sent you the other day.
there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Fuck, yeah.
Not worth talking about.
I've
I
never.
mean, it's its own show. but-
yeah.
Okay.
Basically, I respect Navy SEALs,
Yes.
and I wanted to punch 3 of them.
Oh.
Wasn't it 3? Yeah, it was 3.
Yes, 3 of
No,
them.
4.
Okay.
There was 4 of them in the whole thing. But I told Mike, I said, these guys may be able to beat my ass, but in between breaths, I'll be like, bitch.
Be it?
It's taking a pounding.
No, yeah, fucking
I'm pretty sure
shit gives me heartburn.
I could hit them. I could fuck them dudes up.
I'll have to find
Just
out what this
because
is
they'd
later.
be too busy bitching at me that I'm trying to beat them up for political agenda.
Yeah, we're not going to tell you about it. Zach.
That's fine.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll put it in the list of other shit we're not telling you.
Cool.
Shit, is that it?
I think so.
You sure?
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, guys.
Dislike.
Yeah.
Dislike.
Dislike.
Whatever.
I do want to mention one thing because I fucking failed this on the Patreons day. We're at 25 patrons, which I'm happy about.
Yeah.
It needs to be 18 and older, preferably 21 and older
Yeah.
that we draw from, and U.S. residents and Canada residents in the continental U.S. Because probably not even you Canadians if you can't fucking fly here. But
It's true.
if you get here on your own from any country when we announce the day and what we're doing, that's cool. I'm cool with that. But the winner's going to have to be from the United States because I'm not paying fucking $2,000 to $3,000 to fly some fuck stick I can't understand over here.
Now, come on. If they're passionate fans and they support us, we should support them,
That's
right?
fine.
And you should pony up.
I'm gonna make a new Patreon level called International Fuck Sticks.
All right.
And y'all's is now triples.
Oh, God. International fuck sticks.
That would be a cool tier.
I would pay just to be a part of that, just for laughs.
Well, but you're not international, so you can't.
Yeah.
That's just, it's true.
You have
That's a
to
good point.
prove that you're.
You entitled millennials fucking think you can just do whatever the fuck
Whatever
you
you
want.
want.
Entitled millennials.
Slippery slope, Zach.
Yeah.
Look at manufacture. Everything's getting shittier. All right. They just don't make them like they used to. By God.
Yeah, like
Including
us.
people.
Yeah.
Including
Including people.
Yeah.
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 Well,
I had to go from telling my wife to suck my dick
yeah.
to suck me off.
That's right.
Just to be proper.
Just to be proper.
Yeah. So yeah, I did need to put that on there. My wife brought that up when she wasn't sucking me off. So there is that. Guys, we're on all the major shit. We're on the Instagram.
The Instagram.
We're around.
The
Spotify, iTunes, Google Play. Do us a solid if you like and comment on YouTube. Go subscribe on iTunes or whatever. Come on.
And for those
Do us
people
a
that
big-
don't
big
know,
win. Yeah.
I would say 95 to 99% of the time, one of us is always in the chat. They're talking to you. Sometimes all of us are in there, except Zach's too big of a bitch to say which one he is.
Yeah. I've been thinking about making an alt YouTube account so I could, I don't know,
I like when I have to spend
have a picture
fucking-
of Wilson from Home Improvement behind the fence. Like that'll be my
I have
my avatar.
20 minutes convincing people, is this really Mike Ritland? No, bitch, we just hire other people to come in and
Yeah, so
follow.
on that, I can tell you, if you see my fucking account in there, it is me fucking talking.
Yes.
Okay? Plain and simple.
100%.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're always in there talking. And somebody mentioned on I think it was the Instagram of you and Clint about the show. Yes, I do go into Mike's, and I try not to talk about Uninfluenced on there because some of the shows I've just been going listening to the show, and I like to comment and
Yeah, you'll
talk
come
to
hang
you
out
guys.
while we're doing it.
on the same token, don't be asking about Mic Drop on the Uninfluenced.
yeah,
Go and ask it on Mic Drop.
That's true.
yeah, bitches.
Yeah.
Support,
Come hang out.
Support us all.
Yeah.
And if you ask what dog food we use, teamdog.pet. Can't they get it there?
Yeah.
He said,
I mean, the best thing to do for any of the shit I have going on is just go to MikeRitland.com.
yeah, that's the one I
everything.
posted yesterday. I had all the links and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe we should post that in the description.
Yeah,
so
the
people know.
treats and the food are here, and they're shipping now, so they're on their way.
I think right now I linked to the Facebook page for Mic Drop. We could add teamdog.pet down
I
there.
mean-
Why not? Yeah.
I mean, it
shit.
wouldn't bother me at all to have it on there.
That's what I'd feed
I mean,
my dog.
He supports us. We
Yeah.
support. Bitch, you don't have a dog.
But if I did,
Start feeding your fucking cat. that.
when I do, there you go. Yeah. Works for cats too.
My wife got rid of all three of the cats. That's why the other day I
Did
was
she
like,
really?
"Shh."
Hey, I do want to ask about that. Can
Yeah.
we? Can she hear us? So we can.
No, she can't hear. She can hear your
She got
loud
rid of
ass. Yeah,
Really? What
yeah.
the fuck was that all about?
Yeah.
Because I'm allergic to them.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, I have to take a bunch of shit. Like I told her my throat swelled up because of that, right?
You did say that.
Yeah, was she busted up about getting rid of them?
No, she's okay. I mean, every now and then she has a little sad fucking deal, but it's like I told her, I was like, those cats didn't even like you.
Straight up?
I mean,
What'd she do with them?
we had a lady not too far from here, over by Stevens Road.
Yeah.
Her husband passed away, and she was wanting a cat, so she got the two girls, and then the boy went to. My wife explains her as a very normal cat person.
No such thing.
So let's look at this guy, and that's a cat person, right?
Who you
You have a
talking about?
cat? You guys have a cat?
Somebody else in here?
Does your wife dye her hair?
No.
Never does odd colors,
No.
but most cat people do.
Yes. She's
See?
got one cat. She's talking about, hey, maybe we should get another one. I'm like, I really want a dog. You got the cat. If we're getting another animal, that's my pick. That's how this shit
It's
works.
going to be a fucking bearded dragon
Probably.
or a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Want one of Mike's dogs.
Yeah.
Teach that cat what's what.
yeah. That's some good dogs.
Oh yeah, fuck
Teach
yeah.
something.
Yeah. So she got rid of the cat. So all you people commenting about the cats and the fucking comments, fuck off. Well, that's it, guys. Y'all have a great fucking day, and peace, bitch.